All right, we're back here. Draft number two. Carson Swinzer, UCLA linebacker, has been drafted by the Cleveland Browns in the second round. So I'm in today. So hopefully you guys having a great, lovely Friday. So I'll be here to the second round tonight and third round. Hopefully get a break in between. So there's something I just came in, guys. So hopefully you guys could join in and have the fun. The NFL drafts continue. We got today and tomorrow, and that's it, guys. So I'm here to preparing all my stuff to get ready. I hope you guys enjoying your weekend and a lovely weekend. But I am live, and hopefully we could get this draft going. Once again, thank you so much that have subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you guys. But I just came live, so we are in NFL Draft Day number 2. So let's see what happens in the second round. The questions asked today is when will the quarterback, Deion Sanders' quarterback son Sanders, get drafted, or will he get drafted in this round? There's a lot of iffy guys, a lot of iffies. So I'm sorry I came a little bit late. So now we have the Texas picks is in. So let's see who the Texas Houston Texans get. It's moving pretty fast. I can tell you that. Draft is. Will Shador Sanders be drafted? That's a good question, guys. Remain to be seen. So I know it's a late notice. I know it's nobody on the chat, but that's okay. I just came in and let everybody know that I am here for the second round and try to be the third round tonight. Last night I only went to round number 1 to the 21st pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and that's when I stopped because I had to go to work in the morning. So okay, so Jalen Higgins from Iowa State. That's what they're looking for. Hopefully, that's it. Texan would draft, but we're waiting for the pick to be in. Give me a second. All right, here we go. All right, Jalen Higgins. That's the pick that they picked. So now we're going to the Titans. That's the wide receiver that they picked. So now we're on the Titans on the clock, and of course the minutes are shorter when it comes to the draft. So yes, I am live here for the draft. Second round for the draft. Titans on the clock, and let's see who the Titan gets. Okay, let me go here. Back it up. Now I got the Seahawks. Give me a second. Da, 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 da. So I guess the Seahawks, it's on the clock. I guess they traded with the I had the Tennessee So it's the Seahawks. I apologize, guys. Here we are, game two. Okay, let me see what's going on here. Okay. All right, the Seahawks on the clock, second round. So I'm sorry I did not. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. Golly, don't know what's wrong with this. Draft day number two. Well, we're waiting for the Seattle Seahawks to make their pick in the second round. This is a bad thing when you don't prepare yourself because you know your computer is actually kind of acting slow right now. All right, let me try this. All right, let's see who the Seahawks pick. The Seahawks picks Nick Enamamori, safety from South Carolina. All right, the Browns are back on the clock. So Nick Emanmamori, Emanmori. Excuse me if I'm spelling your name wrong. He is the Seattle Seahawks pick in the second round. If you haven't joined in, I just came in, guys. I came from work. I started the chat, so hopefully, any draft guys that want to join in, they could join in. I just came in just for the second round. All right, the Browns has the another pick. Here, see what the Browns picked. They pick Quishon Judkins from Ohio State, running back. Oops, give me a second. I guess the Browns are getting busy in this second round. All right, clock out now. So the pick is in for the Raiders. Man, the second round's going real fast. A trade alert. Las Vegas Raider traded pick to the Miami Dolphins. So the Dolphins traded to get that safety. So they traded. Miami Dolphins just traded their pick to the and Miami just have to pick in, and they picked. Wow, that was shocking. Dolphins just traded their pick with the Raiders. Okay, let's see who the Dolphins get. Will they draft a quarterback in this round? Remain to be seen, guys. Dolphin might draft a quarterback in this round. And here we go. Here comes the. All right. Let's see who the Dolphins get. Dolphin traded their pick. Dolphins had picked up Joan Sylvania from guard from Arizona. Well, they got a guard. So they pick up somebody to protect Tua Tagovailoa. That's a good news. That's good if you're a Dolphin fan. Guys, my computer is acting up. The whole thing has restarted. Don't ask me why. All right. So now the next is the New England Patriots. Their second round's actually going pretty fast. So I'm only here because I want to see if actually the quarterback, Deion Sanders' son, gets drafted, guys. If he doesn't get drafted, I'm really going to feel probably upset because I mean it's so hard when you go out there and start putting his name out there, and Mel Kiper from ESPN said he was the number one. So it's kind of hard, guys, to see that. And the kid is a good player, but I'm a firm believer. Sometimes don't put your kid out there as an exhibit, man. And I love Deion Sanders to all my heart, man. But sometimes you gotta be careful how you do things and how you say things. You know, I'm just hoping he get drafted. I mean, he does get drafted in the second round. So I was gonna open with that topic tonight, but like I said, I was working and I had to do some errands, and I just got here. So you guys could join the chat if you want to join the chat. But yeah, it looks very disappointed, man. It will be disappointing if they don't draft him. So, and he was a top draft pick. But once again, man, I heard a comment by a couple of professional podcaster about Deion Sanders' son, and yes, I know he humbled himself last night after he was not picked in the first round. But at the same time, guys, it's how you say things out there. It's how you present yourself. How his father came out there, and he's the best quarterback than this guy. I mean, there's things you have to say because you don't want to start any controversy, any kind of issue. So, and that's all I can say on my podcast. I'm not going to judge anybody on here, but sometimes, man, I know as a father, as a proud father, you want the best for your son, and you want your son, but sometimes you gotta be sincere with you. Let it go and let him do his things. That's how I feel. I'm a firm believer in that. Uh, coach and player and coach and father is a and player and father is a different separation. You have to be separated. You know. And listen, God will bless you. It doesn't matter. God will bless you in any kind of way. He'll bless you. So the Patriot pick is in. So apparently, I'm having issue with my computer today. It was fine last night. It went so well last night. And I want to thank you those that joined last night. It was a blessing, guys. It really was, and I enjoyed you guys joining in. And see, and it's out there in the news. It says follow live. Browns pass on Shadur Sanders again. Selected running back Keyshawn. I mean, my thing is what's actually going on. Why he hasn't been picked? Why he was not picked in the first round? I know he might get picked. Get picked in the second round, but what's actually going on? So, right, the pick for the Patriots in. So let's see who the Patriots selected. Like I said, I'm not gonna be here all night anyhow. But the Patriots selected Trevon Henderson, running back, Ohio State. So they got a good running back also from Ohio State. The Patriots are really loading up, as the Dolphins are really loading up. They have their offensive guard, and now they got the defensive tackle. That was a heck of a pick. The guy's amazing. Next on the clock, well, they say the Patriots pick up the running back, but now it says Patriots. Also, I guess Patriots pick Trevon Trey Venyon of Anderson, running back, Ohio State. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I apologize. All right, so now we have the next pick coming up now, which will be the Chicago Bears. I just hope and I'm being sincere with you guys. I hope this running back gets picked. I mean, this quarterback gets picked in the second round. It's going to be very disappointed if that doesn't happen for the quarterback, Deion Sanders' son. So, but you could join the chat if you want and have any comments in the chat. That is fine. But I am live, and I'm sorry I came late once again, but I'm here. So we have the Bears on the clock. With 2:12 remaining in the second round. Once again, I want to thank you. Last night, those that came with me live on the first round, it was a heck of a night. Of course, I had to cut it short, but man, the draft's very, the draft is very, very excited, man. It's very, and a very excited thing. It's just tough when to get a good player. But I believe that the first round, uh, every team picked what they needed for the upcoming season. That's why I don't think that a lot of players that we thought was going to be picked in the first round were picked. So, and don't forget, the Dolphins can still trade Ramsey in the draft. So they did trade their draft pick, but I want to know who they traded for. All right, fans, the Bear picks is in, and let's see who the Chicago Bears actually picked. All right, the selection for the Chicago Bears is Luther Burden III, Missouri, wide receiver. That's a good wide receiver. That's what they need in Chicago receivers, especially this year. All right, the Saints are in the okay. The Saints pick up that quarterback. I mean, who knows? See, everybody thought the Cleveland Browns was going to pick Shador, but it didn't happen. If you are in the chat, you could come in and join in if you want to. So Luther Burden III, wide receiver from Missouri, has been picked up by the Chicago Bears. So we are in the second round of the draft. All right, fans, the Saints are in the clock and there are 2:45 remaining. See who they pick. I think they could pick up a quarterback here, man. All right. Let's see who the Saints picked. I guess it could be the quarterback. Let's see. I hope so, guys. Boy, I don't believe this here, man. I don't believe this here. I don't believe my computer today is acting up big time. Would they draft the quarterback? I can't wait. I hope so, guys. I'm praying to God they will, man. Tyler Salt, quarterback of Louisville. Wow. Wow, guys. This is not looking good right now for the Sander family. But we still got another round to go. If he's available, it's possible he can land up in Miami. Who knows? That's very interesting. Tyler Salt, Louisville quarterback. Wow. The Bears are back on the clock. I think Miami don't draft no more until the third round. Yeah, that's it. The Dolphins don't pick up until the 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 actually third round. Wow, guys. Okay, Chicago just traded the pick to the Buffalo Bills. So this trade was just I just saw it on my screen. The Buffalo Bill traded with with the Bears. I'm telling you, you got some crazy trades early again. It's amazing the second round. All right, let's see what happened. Who will the Buffalo Bills pick? My God, this is amazing, guys. After Buffalo, we have the New York Jets following. So we got round one last night, round two and three today. Then I think you got four and five, and we got a lot 4, 5, 6, and 7 rounds. Okay, Buffalo got 114 remaining in their pick, and their pick is in. All right, guys. Bills trade for number 41, and they're on the clock. And the Bills, their pick is in, and let's see who they pick. All right, fans. The Buffalo Bills selected. This is interesting. T.J. Sanders, defensive tackle, South Carolina. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. T.J. Sanders. This is getting interesting by the minute, guys. T.J. Sanders, defensive tackle, South Carolina. That's the Buffalo Bills pick. The Jets are on the clock, so let's see who the Jets pick. All right. All right, sports fans, we. It is Friday, and I hope you guys enjoy your day at work. I met a couple of good guys today at work today, too, so very excited. One's a Dolphin fan, one's a Raider fan. And yeah, sports is wide open, guys. Don't forget NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs. The Panthers are up 2 games to none over Tampa. So, can the Panther repeat this year again? Who knows? Lakers are tied with the Timberwolves 1-1. I guess they play tonight. So I'll give you the coverage. The Orioles finally won the game yesterday, 2-1 against the National. If you're an Oriole fan, you should be happy on that one. But too many injuries, and that's part of the sport. So, all right, the Jets pick is in. I tell you, the second round is going pretty fast. Pretty fast. What team would draft Deion Sanders' son? For me, is what did the scouts see on Deion Sanders' son? Was his stock too high? Was things that people saw, people noticed? It's just a lot of questions to ask. I'm going to be sincere with you. I didn't see this coming. I believe he was a first rounder. Now we're in the second round, and I'll tell you something, guys. Wow, not much team left on this round, on the third round. And by the way, this year draft is at Green Bay, so just to let you know, it's at Green Bay this year. All right, so let's see who the Jets draft. If you're joining in me, if you came from work and you're joining, you could join the chat, guys. There's no problem. Wide open here and free to go. Any questions you want me to ask? Oh, here you go. The Jets pick. All right, here we go. Jets fans. Okay, Jets selected Mason Taylor, tight end, LSU. Good tight end from LSU. Jason Taylor's son. Yep, that is great. Happy for the guy. Mason Taylor. On the clock, San Francisco 49ers. I like how they have it here. They have their grades. They grade them at 87. I know with technology and all that stuff, they know what to do. Okay, San Francisco pick is in. I tell you, these rounds moving pretty fast. The second round is. So the San Francisco 49ers picked. Here we go. Defensive tackle Alfred Collins from Texas. Next, it's going to be the Dallas Cowboys. Wow. The Cowboys on the clock. Then it goes back to the Colts. I was not going to do this second round, but I'm going to do it anyhow, just to give you guys a little update. That's it. There we go. All right. The Orioles game today was rained out, but just to give you a heads up, the Orioles were rained out against the Detroit. Uh, we got Chicago beating Philadelphia 4-0. Don't what happened to the Phillies after a hot start. They're just losing left and right. Then we got Toronto Yankees. We got Mets losing to Washington, who took 2 out of 3 versus the Orioles. Cowboy picks is in also. Let me give you a quick score. You got Houston at Kansas City 0-0. That's baseball. Los Angeles and Minnesota 0-0. Coming up tonight, Milwaukee at St. Louis, Cincinnati at Colorado. We got the Atlanta Braves versus Arizona later on tonight. We got Miami at Seattle later on tonight also. The Marlins. We have Tampa Bay and San Diego at 9:40 later night. And then we have the White Sox and the Athletics late tonight also. at 10:10, and we have Texas and San Francisco at 10:15. Then we have Pittsburgh versus the Dodgers at 10:10. So that is your baseball. NBA, we got Boston and Orlando. Right now, Orlando's beating Boston 35-31 early in the second with 9:48 remaining. Tonight, we have Indiana, Milwaukee, Lakers, and Minnesota. And that's a 9:30 start. So then in hockey, we have Washington and Montreal tied 1-1 in the end of first. Carolina and New Jersey tonight at 8 p.m. Then the Kings versus Edmonton Oilers at 10 o'clock tonight. Now, yesterday, hockey, we had Toronto beating Ottawa 3-2, Vegas losing to Minnesota 5-2. We had St. Louis beating Winnipeg 7-2. We had the Florida Panther beating the Tampa Bay 2-0. So Florida's up 2-0, and they'll play tomorrow. Florida's up 2-0. You have Minnesota lead the series versus Las Vegas 2-1. And then you got Toronto and Ottawa. Toronto lead that one 3-0. And you have Dallas and Colorado, and then Dallas is leading that one 2-1. So NHL is interesting. So then we had Cleveland versus Miami. Cleveland lead the series 2-0. They'll probably sweep the Heat. Oklahoma City and Memphis. Oklahoma City leads 3-0. Denver at Clippers. Clippers lead 2-1. And we also have Houston at Golden State. That series is tied 1-1. So waiting for the Cowboys and waiting for to make the announcement of who they draft in this draft pick. So, but yeah, that's your scoreboard in baseball, hockey, and NBA. It's a full swings of sports, guys. A full swings. All right, here we go. Who would the Dallas Cowboys pick? And the Cowboys selection is Donovan Esikoraku, edger from Boston College. If I spell your name wrong, he's Raku, but it's Donovan. Sorry if I spelled it wrong. But another edge pass rusher going to great player too from Boston College. Next are the Indianapolis Colts. See, I wonder where the Miami Dolphins are going to trade Ramsey in the later rounds, probably a third rounder. Or it could be this round too, but maybe in the third round, you see Ramsey gone or a trade, either or doing the after the NFL draft. Who knows? All right, then after the Colts, we have the Rams, the LA Rams. As I'm talking to you, man, my computer is just lighting up from the quarterback, Deion Sanders' son quarterback. You know, Sander. I mean, he has not been drafted yet, so I'm hoping that he gets drafted in this round. And this is where I say this, guys, and it doesn't matter what round you pick, because remember, years ago, Breeze was picked up the second round, Hall of Famer. So he got a great quarterback, and almost Lamar Jackson was picked almost a second round MVP. So I mean, it doesn't mean what round you pick. There's players that come out in the second round and third round. They're pretty good. So see everything's light up on my screen that when they're gonna sign this man, this son quarterback. I don't know, man. I don't want to start any controversy, any rumors or any kind, because I don't like rumors or controversy. But I say this a while back in my podcast. Don't put your kid on the spot. Don't exhibit your kid on the spot. You let your kid enjoy it. I know you're a father. You're happy. You embrace your son. You want the best from your son. But I'm a firm believer. Just be careful what you say in this league and especially in this world, man. You put people in a spot like saying, "Oh, he's the best. He's better than this guy. He's better." And sometimes, and like I said, we don't know what did the scouts saw on Shadir Sanders. I mean, does anybody know why he wasn't drafted? What happened there? That's a question I ask myself. At work today, we were asking that question, and everybody know that's a good question. We just don't know what happened here. Is he really good or he's not good? We don't know that. Or somebody saw something that we didn't see in our side. I'm not saying. I mean, I'm a firm believer. Give a kid an opportunity to play in the NBA. Sorry, on the NFL. Which in every sports, I believe that if you have a talent and you have a career and you want to play football, give the guy a chance. If you got him in the 53-man roster and you have him in the sideline standing all this time without learning the program, then what you draft him for? You're wasting his career. So. And right now, the NFL is so competitive. I mean, let's be honest with you. You got quarterbacks that say, "You're not taking my job. You're gonna have to compete." So don't know what happened there, but I hope I'm still alive. Oh, I see what happened. Or is he really a top number one quarterback? So Rams pick is in. We have the Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals, or next online after the actually LA Rams. So once again, we had a good night last night in the first round, guys. I like people that join in and interact with me. Actually, that was fun, man, especially in the chat. First time, and hopefully, I could do some more lives and notify you guys. This one, unfortunately, I did not notify because I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought this second round was gonna start at 8 o'clock, but it started at 7 o'clock. So, but that's okay. I'm here, and hey, I do what I gotta do. You know. So the Rams. And I think I've only been here like 1 hour so far. That's what I've been in here. So, like I said, in the draft, it's moving pretty fast. Second round, and it's moving pretty fast. So that's a good thing. All right. If you want to join the chat, the chat's wide open, guys. You can say anything you want about your team. Are you happy? Ashley, are you happy with your draft choice? I think the Dolphins. If you're a Dolphin fans, they pick up two decent players, especially the first round and the second round. I'm not gonna go with that average. They B minus and the A plus. I'm not gonna go there, man. You can have a guy that's an F and become a Hall of Famer. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna go through all that. People get stuck with that, by the way. But all over the the board here, man. They're talking about Sanders' son. So and ESPN, you know that happens when ESPN, the CBS Sports, and all that. You gotta be careful how you say things. How you When I say what I said it because I mean I'm a father and I want the best for my kid, but I can't put pressure on my kid because if you're a Hall of Famer, you're a great player. That's you. Your kid is different. He's in the learning process. He's going to a professional league. But of course, what do father wants? Let's be honest. We want the best for our kids. But it's how you say it, how you put the product on the field. That's something I'm worried about. So there's two good players out there left in this draft. Actually, there's more than that quarterback, by the way. So, and like I said, don't be surprised the Dolphins will get a quarterback or make a trade for Ramsey. It's coming somewhere in this draft. So the Ram pick is in, and let's see who the Ram has. And the Rams selected tight end Terrence Ferguson from Oregon. Tight end, grade 79, overall 69. I love how they got these numbers, guys. This is amazing. I'm going with the board set. Let the kid play and let him show off, see how good he is. That's all I can say. All right. The Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals, are on the clock. And yes, welcome. This is live streaming. This is day 2 from the NFL draft from Green Bay. All right. The Cardinals are on the clock, and the pick is in. I'll tell you, this second round is moving pretty fast. Who will the Arizona Cardinals select? They selected Will Johnson, cornerback from Michigan. That's the guy that Miami wanted. That is a great, great cornerback. That's one of the pick that Miami wanted. So there it is. That was a guy actually that was going to replace Ramsey. So that's a good pick for the Cardinals, guys. Good pick. All right. Coming up, your Raiders. Well, I guess the Raiders, yeah, and then comes the Cincinnati Bengals after the Raiders. While they do that, give me a second and I'll be back. All right, I'm back here. Well, I guess the Raider traded their pick to the Houston. Wow, guys, I'm telling you, these trades are coming up out of nowhere, and these are teams to fulfill their needs, and that's what I see in this draft. I mean, this is a draft that no team went crazy and say, "Let me get this guy. Let me get this guy." They're looking at their needs of their team and they're picking up the players that they're needed in their team. I'm not saying that, you know, when you go to a draft pick, everybody says, "Man, okay, you draft the best player," but this is not a draft. This year is not a draft of who is the best player. Who can I pick to fulfill the need that I need to help me in this league? That's the way I see it. And right now, that's what I'm seeing. See, they were saying a few minutes ago, it says trade up for Will Johnson with the Miami Dolphins trade up. Well, it didn't happen. He went straight to the Cardinals. So that's one thing that's off the board for the Dolphins. So, God, this draft is getting very interesting, guys. It is, especially in the second round. But already one good player Miami wanted just exited out. But Miami got their guard and they got their defensive tackle because Sealer was the only defensive tackle they have. Imagine Sealer, and now you got the pass rusher on both sides of the ball, Chubbs and Phillip. Oh my gosh, that's going to be a good defensive front right there. But we pray no injuries, guys. We pray no injury from Miami. No injuries. Once again, I want to thank those that have subscribed to the channel. I'm up to 752. I hope I get 800 by the weekend, but who knows, man. I'm just doing this for fun and let's see what happens. But if you've seen the channel, if you've seen this podcast, if you're seeing this live, you could join in anytime. Like I said, we had a great time last night. I just sneak in here to see what's going on. And right now, the big picture here is where would Chenier go? Sanders, what team would he go in this draft pick? Let me tell you, it was a long night last night, but we had a good time. I could tell you that. We had a heck of a time last night. It was fun, guys. It was fun. The first round was fun. I wish we would have gone quicker like this one, but they didn't win quicker like this. All right, the pick is in for the Texans, and see on my side they had the Raiders, but I guess that's the trade they made. Well, here comes the trade for the Texans. The pick is in, and let's see who they pick. Could we have a shocker here? Minnesota offensive tackle Oriantia Ursary. Wow, what a name. I tell you, I'm bad spelling names, and I apologize if I spell your name wrong. T. Ursary, offensive tackle. Wow. I guess they get the wrong description on the video. On the clock are the Bengals. So did they trade it too? I guess the Bengals traded too. Wow, this is good. This is going crazy. That's all I can say. All right, here we go. Okay, and here we go. All right, we're still live, and now we got the Bengals, and the Bengals picks is it. I'll tell you this: by the time I blink my eye on this side, they're already picking up the players. All right, here comes the Bengals, and the pick is in. Now you see here this behind me. I'm about to change all this, guys. So hopefully, try to get a better setup for you guys. All right. The Bengal picked Demetrius Knight Jr., linebacker, South Carolina. Also a good player. All right, here we go. Seattle Seahawks on the clock. Wow, this is going pretty fast, guys. Pretty fast. Let me see something here. No, we're in a commercial, and I'm going to be here checking something out. Okay, so we have Seahawks, Denver, and the trade that Tennessee did earlier. Then we have Tampa, Green Bay, Rams, Chicago. I wonder if the Dolphins going to trade in this round. They traded once already. So I guess the Dolphins traded the third round. So they'll be back on the fourth round. So they don't pick on the third round. So that's what they drafted. I mean, that's what they actually exchange to get the guard that they got. And then they go back on the fourth round and they picked on the fifth round. And then they have a no sixth round and And then they have a 7 round. Wow. Okay, Seattle Seahawks picks is in. All right. God, this is getting exciting, guys. Don't forget to join in the chat. If you got something to say about your team, you could join in. All right, let me give you some baseball scores around the league. So, all right, let me give you a scoreboard. In the Major League Baseball, top of the 7, we have Washington still beating the Mets 2-0. We have Toronto and Yankees 0-0, bottom of the 5th. We have Houston 0-0, Kansas City. We have the Angels 0-0 against Minnesota. Actually, 1-1 in the top of the 3rd. My bad. Milwaukee, St. Louis just started. And tonight, Cincinnati and Colorado. Atlanta, Arizona. Miami at Seattle. Tampa Bay at San Diego. White Sox at the Athletics. Pittsburgh at the Dodgers. Texas at San Francisco. Earlier today, we had the Cubs beating the Phillies 4-0. Baltimore, Detroit postponed. And so does Cleveland and Boston postponed. So, Seattle pick. It's coming up right now. And Seattle just picked Elia Arroyo, tight end, Miami. Good pick for University of Miami. Good tight end. Good blocker, too. So, in the NBA tonight, you got Boston 59, Orlando 49. You got Milwaukee beating Indiana 21-19. And actually, the Boston and Orlando, they're in halftime. And the Indiana Milwaukee, it's just starting first. Then later on tonight at 9:30, Lakers at Minnesota Timberwolves. NHL, we got Washington and Montreal tied 2-2. Carolina and New Jersey 0-0. They're in the first. And later on tonight, the Kings and Edmonton will face each other at 10 p.m. So that is your scoreboard. Okay, Carolina Ashley's on the clock. Deal with Bronco. So there you go, another trade. Wow. The Panther pick is in. All right, let's see who the Panther get. Then after the Panther, here comes Tennessee again. The Tennessee Titans. The time is 8:32. I've been here since what? I think it started after 7 o'clock. So here we go. Let's see who the Panthers pick. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, by the way. It's draft night, and sometimes, we get excited in the first round. We don't worry about the second round or the third round. And here's the pick for Nick Scorton, edger from Texas A&M. Nick Scorton, grade 82, overall 64 rank, and position rank 11. So there we go. On the clock is the Tennessee Titans. I guess so far everybody's averaging up who has the best draft so far. It's a long way to go, guys. Long way to go. I'll go. I hope you guys having a good Friday once again, man. Actually, a blessed Friday. Hope you're home relaxing. All right, Titans pick is in. Let's see who the Titans will pick. I'm waiting for the Titans, see who they pick. So, hello, how you doing? I don't know. I think the Cowboys didn't do that good last night. The draft's actually in the second round, and right now they still haven't drafted the sons of Deion Sanders, which I'm surprised. There's something else. Yeah, I'm checking here. Actually, the second round is going pretty fast. I'm not going to go third round because tonight's the second and third round, and tomorrow it's a long day. Tomorrow we have round what 4, 5, 6, and 7. Yeah, that is crazy. I just came in. I thought the round was at 8 o'clock, and it started at 7 o'clock today. And so far, we have gone to a list of teams. But the second round is not so exciting as the first round. So how's your day today? How was your day? I did saw your video. Nice video. That was a nice video. All right. So Titan got Edger from UCLA, and now the Buccaneers are on the clock. So are you gonna go live tonight? No. Or are you planning to? Okay. I mean, I was talking to you. Look at that. But the Buccaneers pick is already in. I mean, this second round is going pretty fast. I hope I'm not going to be all night either. Did you have dinner already? Oh, okay. That's good. Sometimes you got to get a rest. That's what I'm thinking about tomorrow to get a rest. I know tomorrow's the third, fourth. I mean, tonight's the second, third round. And I think tomorrow's the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, and the seventh. It's a long day tomorrow. And then they don't do draft until, I mean, that's it's over. They don't do Sunday draft. Everybody takes a rest. Oh, tacos? Yes. I love tacos, but I can't eat them. But I love them. So you work today from 9 to 5? your regular job 9 to 5, or you did a half a day on Friday? Oh, okay. Yeah, I started this like I'll tell you, I started this. I came in like 7 something, 7:30 something. I mean, I haven't been here too long, probably like an hour. Oh, you did work 7 9 to 5. Yeah, I worked today 6 to 5. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do. I do work a lot. Hopefully this weekend, and this weekend is the yard work. So I do yard, and it's hot down here. It's almost in the 90s already. I have to be careful being outside. That's how bad the weather is here now. What time is it there now? All right. Yeah. All right. Buccaneers pick is in 5:40. Wow. Yeah. Here is 8:40. So we're actually 3 hours away. Wow. All right. Here comes the pick of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yeah, I'm gonna be here. Like I said, I'm gonna be here probably after the third round, and that's it. I'm gonna take a break too because I haven't had dinner. All right, you take care now. Right, come on, man. This draft pick, there we go. Benjamin Morrison, cornerback of Notre Dame, has went to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Benjamin Morrison, quarterback of Notre Dame. Grade average 82, overall pick 63rd, ranked position number 7th. Does that mean anything? I don't look at numbers. They still got to play in the field to prove themselves they're that good. That's my opinion. Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Okay, now the Green Bay Packers is on the clock. There's 6:24 remaining, and we have the Green Bay Packers coming in. And if you're joining in, this is actually day 2 for the draft. So right now, the biggest player out there is actually Deion Sanders' son, which right now he has not been drafted, and we're almost late in the second round. So will he get drafted? I think he will. That I see it going this far? No, I didn't see this coming. So all right, the Packers is on the clock, and their picks is also in. I'm telling you, this draft pick is going pretty fast. All right, the Packers picked, which this is one of my subscriber team. Their selection is here you go, Green Bay Packers. We got. They selected Anthony Bolton, offensive tackle, NC State. They're building that offensive line for Love. Great player to pick up too. So grade 73 overall, ranked 92, and position ranked number 9th. Anthony Davis, 6'6", 336 pounds from NC State. That's a big boy, man. That's a big man. All right. Next on the clock, the Los Angeles Chargers. Can we see another trade tonight from the Miami Dolphins? Who knows? I might not be there to see it or to tell you about it, but maybe tomorrow. New Jersey just scored gold, and they lead Carolina 1-0, and they're in the first period. And we still have Washington and Montreal tied 2-2 in the second with 2:21 remaining. Tonight we have the Los Angeles Kings against the Edmonton Oilers at 10 p.m. That is your NHL playoff. The pick is in for the Chargers, and let's see who they pick. In the NBA, we have Boston and Orlando tied 62 in the third, 62-62. We have Indiana beating Milwaukee 31-30 in the second. Lakers and Timberwolves will play tonight. Give you the baseball score in a few minutes because the pick is in for the Chargers, and let's see who they pick. And I'll give you the baseball score in a few minutes. For the selection, the San Diego Chargers pick Trey Harris, wide receiver, Ole Miss. Great wide receiver for Justin Herbert. Grade 68, overall rank 44, position number 5. 6'2", 205 pounds from Ole Miss. Trey Harris. Great receiver, to be honest with you. Just develop in the NFL and become a heck of a player. So now we have the Bears on the clock. Chicago Bears. If you haven't joined in, I am live in the chat, and thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate it, Laurie, you to show up tonight. Very supportive. Same thing here, man. And you should check her. Actually, check her. Her site is real nice. Very professional. A model. Very nice. Very positive person. So check out her channel. It's very important. Those that want to learn about models and all that, she's very good at it. All right, the Bears pick is in already. Well, God, this is going fast, guys. This is a good thing for me tonight. Maybe I could go to sleep after this. And I was going to give you the baseball score, but I will in a few minutes. So we have Washington beating the Mets 3-0 in the top of the 8th. Toronto beating the Yankees 1-0 end of 6. Kansas City beating Houston 1-0 in the sixth. We have the Minnesota beating the Angels 3-1 in the three. St. Louis 0, Milwaukee 0, top of the third. We have Cincinnati beating Colorado 1-0. That's in the middle of the first. And tonight, Atlanta, Arizona, Miami, Seattle, Tampa, San Diego. These are late games, guys. Washington at the Athletics, Pittsburgh at Dodgers, and Texas at San Francisco. Those are the late baseballs tonight. So the Bears pick is in. All we have to wait till they announce it, and that's it. Once again, if you're not joining in, this is day two from the second round of the NFL draft. So far, some good players have come off the board, but two big names is still on the board and not picked yet. So, waiting to see what happened. The only thing I feel bad if I get off the board here and I stop my streaming about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, he might be drafted. But if he does, you have a breaking news. But anyhow, waiting for the Bears, and the pick is in. So I guess they're waiting for the commercial to finish so they could tell you who they picked. All right, fans, I'm waiting for the Bears to make their pick, guys. I hope you guys having a great weekend, a lovely weekend tonight. It's a good day to rest, watch a movie, spend time with your family. But here we go. The Bears pick is in. The offensive line allowed 68 sacks last year, the most in the NFL. That is ridiculous, guys. The one of the Caleb had a long season, man. So here it comes. Round two. My God, excuse me. Jesus. Sorry about that. Boy, these fans in Green Bay, especially for all this team, they are amazing. Now you have Seth Rollins making the actual selection, the wrestler, 5-time championship. Oh, these fans are amazing, man. 56th pick of the NFL draft. The selection is. God, you got hurry up, will you, man? Ozzy Tropillo, offensive tackle, Boston College. They're building the offensive line, guys. That's what they're doing. I mean, they had to protect Caleb. Caleb was sacked 68 times last year. That's the most in the NFL. That's a beating right there. That's a major beating. But they're building their team, the offensive line, so they can protect Caleb, have more time. They got the receivers in the draft too. So, all right, next on the clock, Detroit Lions. So the Detroit Lions are right on the clock. All right, Lion picks are in. My God. Next will be the Raiders, who just traded and they went down. So let's see who the Raiders get. Raiders Nation. You could join the chat if you're watching this, guys. We are in the second round of the NFL draft, and the Lions picks is in, and then we have the Raiders Nation after the Lions. The Bears just pick up a good offensive lineman, Ozzy Tropillo from Boston College, to boost to help the offensive line for the Chicago Bears, which Caleb was sacked 68 times last year, most in the NFL. So, just giving you a recap. Those that just join in and seeing the channel, that what's so far what's happened. So, the Lions pick is in, and let's see who they pick. All right, here we go. Cute family. That's nice, man. Oh, people already leaving. Wow, people already leaving the actual NFL draft. Tate Ratledge, guard from Georgia, went to the Detroit Lions. Good draft for them. 78 grade, 72 overall, and number position rank. Not bad. Congratulations from the guy from the Georgia Bulldogs going to Detroit. Now we got the Raiders on the clock. And this will probably be my last. Might be my last one. Because, guys, I am getting tired. I'm not going to lie to you. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams to go in this round before they start the other round. So the pick is in for the Raiders. Then we have the Ravens next. Let me tell you, the Raiders with Geno Smith and the new head coach, that's going to be interesting ball club this year in 2025. That'd be nice if they could pick some couple good receivers that could help Geno Smith. I think they'd be great with defense with Wilkins and the other guy. I mean, I think they're good in defense. Of course, Wilkins has to be healthy. He was injured all last year, so. All right, with the pick in, the Raiders selection is like now, please. The Raiders selected Jack Beck, wide receiver. There it is. TCU. That's what they need, a wide receiver. Oh man, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the guy. That's a good weapon for Geno Smith, man. Good pick. So now, next on the clock is, unless they traded, the Baltimore Ravens. Because I see something change on my screen. I hope it doesn't change. But if it does, tonight is a lot of surprises, guys. A lot of surprises. All right. This is gonna it for me, guys. Listen, you guys have a good night, man. Thank you so much those that joined in tonight. I'm gonna make it short, guys. I've been tired. I've been working. Hopefully, something comes up. You see my breaking news, whatever. And you guys have a blessed night. And thank you so much for joining in. One more time, man. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to S and J, and have a blessed night.